Once upon a time, there was a man in love with the soul of hospitality. His name is Giacomo Sonzini, and this is the H Curator, a podcast exploring remarkable hotels, the people behind them, and the trends shaping the future of travel. On today's episode, Giacomo Sonzini, the Hospitality Curator.
Welcome. I'm Giacomo Sonzini, the Hospitality Curator, and welcome to the H Curator podcast on hospitality, hotels, and couldn't have a better book in my hands. You can spot in some of the most stunning hotels worldwide. I've been in some of them, but of course, looking to visit them all. I'm Giacomo Sonzini, the Hospitality Curator. So what's an Hospitality Curator? An Hospitality Curator is myself. I'm a graduate in Hospitality Management in Lausanne. My main passion is traveling and luxury hospitality. So I was like, I must create a title portraying this figure. And so, the Hospitality Curator. But let's start from, a bit of my background. I was born in Milan in 1999. I have my family here. I attended my high school here. The fact of attending a languages high school pushed me to discover new countries, meeting new people. And also I was lucky enough to travel a lot with my family around the world and staying in some amazing hotels. And so these two factors actually were influencing my choice for what came after. 2018, I moved to Lausanne, Switzerland. I moved there and I started my 4 years bachelor in hospitality management at the prestigious École Hôtelière de Lausanne, nowadays known as EHL Hospitality Business School. I met the best people and it was really the best 4 years of my life. We started from scratch. So the first 6 months were really practical. Every week we had practical workshop, front office, housekeeping, oenology, global spirits. So we were actually doing things, learning theory, but also putting into practice. Like for housekeeping, we were actually making up beds and rooms of our classmates. And then I moved to Paris for a 6-month internship at the Hôtel des Crayons, where I've been working in the F&B department, 3 months in the room service and 3 months at the Brasserie d'Aumont serving the guests. It was really, really tough. Honestly, it was the toughest experience I've ever had in my life, but it was essential. It actually changed my perspective towards the hospitality and towards the service in hospitality. Before that experiences, I was given for granted as most of the people. In that specific moment, I realized that it wasn't like that. You must be so respectful for those serving you, for those people working in hospitality at the restaurant, the bar, concierge, everywhere. Of course, I left my heart in Paris. I love Paris. It's my favorite city in the whole world. Maybe one day I'll have a little pied-à-terre in Paris. And and then I went back to Lausanne. It was intense because it was not easy at all. University was tough, but we learned many disparate subjects from financial accounting, microeconomics, mathematics, statistics, etc., etc. So the basic ones that you should know. And then we were switching to revenue management, marketing of the hospitality, service quality and design, real estate finance, some subject related to the world and to the industry of hospitality. So it was a good mix, it was a good balance of subjects. And I finally graduated in July 2022. What happened after EHL, I was very much into travel. So I was like, maybe I should work in a travel agency. So in the travel industry. It was end of September, I was in Paris and I found The Hedonist. So Giuliana Zangotti, a travel agency on the net, sent my CV and we were able to see each other the day after. I found a special friend in Giuliana. So I have been working a few months with her. I was working from Milan and going to Paris once a month. And then, spring 2023, I joined my family business. It was founded in 1987 by my grandmother. We're doing distribution of technopolymers and specialty chemicals, but don't worry, I'm not gonna bother you with this. I joined the company and I started there. I kept my side job with Juliana at Hedonist. I was following a bit marketing and communication. And at the same time, there was my Instagram. My Instagram that I started during COVID when I started posting from my road trips in Italy. And then, of course, went back to international traveling. And I was sharing hotels, destination, landscapes, all the beauty that surrounds us. I actually started in 2023 with the first collaborations. I'm really grateful to those properties that trusted me to create a storytelling about them and to share the beauty of these incredible properties. And here we are with the Hospitality Curator. It's a personal project that I wanted to bring on stage in addition to my Instagram. I've always been posting on Instagram because I love the fact that you could only post visuals, just a few comments. I was a fan of this approach. And for a few months now, that Instagram is going towards the TikTok direction. And so I was like, okay, Instagram, it's not enough. What could I do? I should specialize on luxury hospitality. So only on top tiers hotels. At least I will get a specific niche, a specific target, a specific clientele. So as a hospitality curator right now, I'm looking to work with hotels that share my same values. The best part is indeed working with brands in which I can see myself reflected. So also sharing these hotels, it comes more naturally. I opened this website on which you will find a section dedicated to hotels that have a special place in my heart. For the place, for the people working there, for the surroundings, for many different reasons. You will find another section which is called magazine, on which I'm writing few articles about the hospitality, about some properties or some hospitality trends. And last but not least, the final section, the H Curator podcast, to create a different storytelling compared to my Instagram one. On my Instagram, I'm trying to tell stories, telling stories through captivating visuals. I want to make you dream. Really, the aim is make my audience dream. Create another world, another universe, like a bubble where you could feel this beauty, you could dream about beautiful places that surrounds us. My podcast will be carried out while I'm traveling. So when I'll be visiting hotels, destinations, you are going to travel together with me and you are going to discover the hotels through a different lens, through the people who are working there. Managers, founders, owners. What I really want is to find someone who has a special bond with the property, maybe who has been working there for years. That's for me the most essential part of this podcast. And it's also to educate the new generations. I will be asking about their properties, about the hotels, about their passions, but also, I would love to bring them on the floor with their background, experiences, education to make the new generation being passionate about the industry of hospitality, which is genuine. It's a never changing industry. It's dynamic, it's stimulating. In all your different experiences that you will have, you will find some great models to get inspired. This is the aim of my H Curator podcast, and I'm really hoping you will enjoy it, guys. I hope I'll be able to have a passionate community. This platform that it's also made to really share beauty, passion, love, experience, of course, and most importantly, it will be natural and authentic. Yes, so thank you so much for listening on today's episode, and make sure to follow us on our different channels. Thank you for listening to the H Curator. I'm Giacomo Sonzini, the Hospitality Curator. Thank you, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.